Welcome to Eugene News Network. I'm Yoni Kuifka.
I'm Harvey Rome.
And I'm Darlene Aventurine.
We're here to tell you about interesting things that happen in Eugene or in the world. First, let's get to know each other. I'm Yoni Kuifka. I was previously a field reporter for the Eugene News Network, and now we're creating this brand new show and bringing in new reporters, new anchor people. And what brings you to Eugene News Network?
My name's Harvey Rome. I'm originally from Flint, Michigan, and I came here to get involved in the music scene and go to school here.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. And Darlene?
Oh, yeah, I'm Darlene Aventurine, and I'm I'm a retired circus performer. I did aerial acrobatics. I fell, injured myself, became a ta-da girl, and I'm from South Africa. Hi,
wonderful.
People.
So a real diverse group of people are going to be bringing you the news. One of the things we like to do here in Eugene News Network is talk about the week. The best thing that happened to you, the worst thing that happened to you, and what did you learn from the experience? Harvey, why don't you tell us about your week?
Well, I'm really into movies, but lately I haven't seen too many good ones. And this week I saw the original version of It.
Oh.
It came out in 1990 that a friend of mine showed me. It was a horror movie. It was kind of scary, but it was really engaging. The newer one is not as good as the older one. Well, the worst thing probably was having to sit down and watch the Super Bowl with one of my friends. I'm not really a big football fan. It just seems like kind of a joke to me. And he kept needling me about how I should get into it more, and it would just bother me.
But I thought that Janet Jackson was going to again.
Was in Minneapolis this year, because Prince is from Minneapolis.
Oh,
and he
Prince.
Passed away last year. That they did a
Prince used to show his nipples.
I think that's classy.
He's really cute. You're right.
Super
really cute.
duper.
If there was a choice, Justin Timberlake or Prince, sorry, it's going to be Prince.
Yeah, me too. I would say Prince.
But then it has to break up something, because football is the stupidest thing ever.
You know what? But it is pretty stupid, gladiator games and stuff. But you know what? Our community thrives on football. It thrives on football.
Yeah, a lot of money is made in football. And did you know in the town that won, they greased the light posts because people are prone to get drunk after the win and try to climb up the light post, and then they might fall and hurt themselves.
There were riots in Philadelphia.
There were riots anyway, so it's good that their poles were greased.
Yeah, kind of squirrely, isn't it?
Well, squirrels don't like to climb lampposts, and I do know a pole. He lives right next door, and I tried to grease him because I said that they were doing that, but he didn't go for it. He didn't want to do that. So what did you learn from your week?
Well, I was at the party, and I almost tasted marijuana-laced spaghetti.
Spiked spaghetti.
And so I learned never just pick up the spoon and serve myself
in
with
Eugene,
it without
you shouldn't just pick up a spoon and stick it in your mouth.
Yes.
That's not safe. All right, Darlene, what was the best and worst thing that happened to you this week?
Well, the best thing is really, really good. I got to dress a gorgeous man. Wow.
You got to dress him?
I dressed him, and he looked great in the
Things
end.
have changed so dramatically since I was growing up. My fun would have been to undress the man.
Well, still, but the worst thing was I had a bow tie, red bow tie, that got soaked in vodka really bad. I had to dab it off and get it on him really quick.
You should really take off the bow tie before you pour a drink on a man, hon.
I know. Technicalities.
Just
but
technicalities.
Yeah, it was horrifying, though. But I did I sucked the vodka out of the tie.
Oh, so the vodka was not wasted.
No.
That's good.
No. I keep it good.
Well, the best and worst thing that happened to me this week was that it was my birthday. And the worst thing that happened was I spent it all by myself paying rent and doing the laundry.
A really fabulous time of year is February 1st, and that is symbolic, or St. Bridget's feast day. And really the precursor to one of our other favorite holidays that has to do with the little critter. Does someone want to talk about that?
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
It's so fun. A very famous American, which makes no sense whatsoever. It's cute.
Rodents can't predict the weather.
that rodents.
I don't believe
And
that.
I have a friend who is a meteorologist
You do?
at the airport, and he can't predict the weather either.
Really?
He has a degree and everything.
I just think it's so fun. I love the movie.
Yeah, the movie with Bill Murray is wonderful.
Yeah.
But I kind of wouldn't want to have to relive the same day over and over again.
They showed that movie 8 times in a row. 16
8
hours
times.
of Groundhog Day.
16 hours of
8
Groundhog
times in
Day.
a row from midnight on the beginning of the second to.
I bet
6
you
o'clock
Bill
the
Murray
next
is
day.
sick of it, going through that again and again. It's terrible.
Just like one really cute thing I want to say about Groundhog Day is when I was taking care of my grandmother, and she actually had some serious memory problems. One day we were sitting down watching Groundhog Day, and you know what she said? She said, I think I've seen this. It was really fun. I loved it.
So fun.
Darlene Aventurine here, bringing you the word of the day. We're going to the word of the day. We're going to try to get Yoni to say this word.
Well, the most interesting thing that's happening in Eugene is I have 2 stories. The first one is that on Thursday evenings, they have speed dating. Have either of you had experience with speed dating?
No, actually, no, I never speed dated.
And you?
Speed dating sounds really, really interesting, but it's too like wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, to me.
I've
That's
done
just
that.
too fast, really.
I've done that before.
I bet
Is
you
that
have.
is that considered speed dating? Oh no, that's just being a slut. Oh, okay. Then
Moving
the
right
waiver,
along.
What's new in Eugene for you?
Well, I recently found out that the Wayward Lamb is closing.
Why?
Apparently, the owner, what I heard was that the owner couldn't pay the rent, and what I heard from other people
Oh,
was that
he
was
can
being.
pay the rent. That's a
What I've been
successful
hear-
bar.
I know it is. That's why I don't understand exactly why it's closing. It's a fun place, and it's like the only queer-friendly bar in.
Well,
in
that's so
Eugene.
sad. They have
But I've
really
also
good
heard
drinks.
you said something about them getting hit up for too many fundraisers.
Oh yes, they do like to have a pageant. Gay people like pageants.
Sad. I don't think they don't really have a comfortable, what do you call that? Where you kind of like have a thing
Venue?
that, you have a thing where you kind of like, you have a healthy thing around you, that
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
offend people.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm
the
saying?
Bubble. They don't have much of a bubble. You're right. What's interesting to me is...
Bubble.
Oh,
You
really?
said
I
bubble.
said it?
You said the word
I
of the
said the
day.
magic word. That's so fun. Well, thank you. What interests me mostly is the first Friday of every month in Eugene, they have the Friday Art Walk, where you can go see a whole bunch of art at the different galleries, and they sometimes have wine, and they sometimes have beer, and sometimes they have brie cheese, huge pieces of brie cheese. So it's basically an opportunity for you to graze all down Eugene. It's wonderful. All of them. Have you guys been to
Yes.
the Art Walk?
Yes.
Oh.
Last Friday.
Who cares about art?
Well, I care about art a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, I love art.
I don't have
Yeah.
any money for art. But one of the other free things there is No Shame Eugene has a performance every Friday, and this Friday was fantastic. It was all decorated with hearts, and they were singing and jokes. It was such a fun thing. This segment is called Weird Stories Around the World. My favorite weird story recently was that 2 gigantic trucks of chocolate were stolen in Germany. They found the trucks just a few miles away with like an 1/18 of the chocolate stolen, and the rest of it was just there. So what happened? Did the heist go wrong?
Did they arrest?
Did they chicken out? Were the guys that they have no suspects? They got nothing.
Okay.
So another strange story that I heard about was this gentleman who went to 8 different countries and visited 21 different girls, and he calls it Tinder surfing.
What a man-ho, don't you think?
And couch surfed Tinder. You know, Tinder, for those of you who don't know, you can get on Tinder. It's an internet hookup place where basically you're hooking up for sexual relations.
Tinder?
Tinder,
Hookup?
Tinder.
Hookup? Great.
21 girls, 8 countries, and he had the time of his life. Think about it.
Well, I'd rather not.
You'd rather not think about that.
Yeah, it gets me a little hot and bothered, really.
Well, animal stories. We've got some interesting animal stories.
Okay.
A young lady in Australia was riding her bicycle along, and all of a sudden a big old kangaroo just T-boned her. Jumped right and knocked her off her bicycle and everything.
What do you mean? Like she's riding her bike and
She's
then
riding
like
a bike and a kangaroo
And then a kangaroo
came
just
across.
jumped and
like
smashed
just like
her.
on the side, just kind of smacked
Yes,
her over?
T-boned her.
Good,
Those are pretty fast animals.
Yeah, how's the
How's
roo?
the roo? Now,
How's the
everybody was worried
roo?
about the roo, but they didn't say anything about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this horse running down the highway, and a police officer came up behind it, and he got out of his car, and he said, I say, please stop. But the horse didn't stop.
Come on. Can you stop? Please?
So we asked the horse to stop, and it didn't
Politely.
stop.
He asked him politely to please
Wow.
stop
Like
running
the
down.
horse
Does he
And the
speak
horse
English.
didn't do it.
Doesn't understand English.
Yeah, does he speak horse? That's what I'm wondering. What does he think? I mean,
That's true.
really,
He
give
might
me a
have been-
break.
Because it is English.
Yeah.
He might have missed the boat there.
Right, kind of like.
It's your big day. Everyone's waiting.
I don't care.
Since when don't you care?
Since I realized I've been putting up with bullshit for far too long.
You think you've been mistreated?
Yes, I'm not coming out unless changes are made.
What changes?
First, bring me Bill Murray. I need to settle something with that punk.
Why would you have beef with Bill Murray?
Just send him over.
Bill Murray, we need you over here.
Greetings. Hello there, Phil.
Hey, I've got a bone to pick with you.
What troubles you?
Your movie Groundhog Day.
Why? Did you think it was too awesome?
No, it wasn't awesome for me. Not one person told me I was being filmed for that movie. I haven't seen a single dime from it. I'm not doing any weather prediction until I'm promised a back pay, you bastard.
They didn't pay you? Not cool.
You didn't know?
Nope.
Okay, sorry, but tell the execs I better see some cash.
I'm on it, man. Hey, while I have you, can you tell me what your shadow says about the Super Bowl? Should I put my money on the 49ers?
What? I can't predict. Whoa, is that a 50? Yeah, let me see what my shadow says about the game. Oh, actually, I'll be damned. It's actually saying the Ravens are your better choice. Both.
Nice. Thanks.
Man, you just took advantage of Bill Murray.
Hell yeah, I did. It felt good. Now for my next demand, I need Cupid. Yes, bring me that prick.
Cupid, I need you.
Howdy, folks.
You're on my shit list, man.
What be your problem, feller?
Wait, why are you talking like a hillbilly?
Whoa, now hillbilly ain't no politically correct term. We prefer to be called Appalachian Americans. Just because I help folks fall in love don't mean I know the first country living.
Whatever. Anyway, my day's in February, your day's also in February. Now why the hell haven't you hooked me up with one single girlfriend?
Girlfriend? I never did reckon you wanted a girlfriend.
Why not?
I figured you was gay.
Gay? Based on what?
The way you burrow is pretty queer.
The hell? How could burrowing seem gay? Anyway, why didn't you try to hook me up with a boyfriend then?
The fact is, trying to track down another homo groundhog is a real bitch. I was busy from hell, so as long as you didn't ask, I wasn't going to try to find time.
This is ridiculous. Well, go find me a girlfriend ASAP.
I'll do it. Oh, while I got you, I got me some relationship troubles. Will you shadow help me out about this?
What? Cupid has relationship issues?
Hey, I was good at bringing folks together, but that don't mean I ain't got woman problems.
Damn, even Cupid gets women problems. Maybe I'm better off single. Well, my shadow doesn't. Whoa, those chocolate-covered cherries you're offering?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it just so happens my shadow is quite good for this. Well, it appears you need to communicate more openly with her. Now, keep in mind, she's very emotional. She needs reassurance you want to stay with her. Oh, and also you need to give more oral sex.
Well, that sounds perfect. Thanks.
So you're a relationship counselor now too?
Hey, for chocolate, I'm anything.
How do you know what to say about his woman issues?
Standard shit for any woman, really.
So you're set now, right? You don't have any more demands, do you?
One more, I need you to give me a job.
A job? Why?
I'm bored.
What can you really do, though?
Well, I'm good at tricking people to think I know what I'm talking about. I'd like to get more involved with one of the bullshitting arts.
You could be a con artist like Sylvia Brown. You could go on talk shows and get paid lots of money to fool people. Or you could be a priest.
Hey, well, we don't know if priests are lying. Plus, I doubt being a priest is going to help me get laid. But indeed, something like that. I like the idea of being on TV. I've got it. I'll be a TV meteorologist.